thankful to God right now because last night I could have did something that I would have really regretted in more ways than one. And I'm so proud that God gave me the consideration or like discernment to be able to distance myself from making those detrimental decisions because, bro, a nigga almost fucked up. So last night, now everybody knows I've been on this celibacy journey. It's been very wonderful, but I kind of feel like I got the celibacy, I kind of just chose it because one, I was in a relationship and I didn't see it like kind of, I seen where it was headed, you know, if that makes sense. And I was just trying to like, you know, lock it up to see if that would like help change anything, you know, maybe take sex away and figure out what we could do. But that obviously didn't lead me in no right direction. Yeah. Well, I guess it did. When you really think about it, I guess it did lead me in the right direction because now I'm not with that person anymore, and what happened, and I mean, shit, it is what it is, you know, and I guess I had to weed that out, discernment. But, so I've been on a celibacy journey, and I'm going on 3 months. It'll be 3 months in February, beginning of February, probably. And it's just like, it's getting hard. I'm not gonna lie, because coming from a relationship and like having consistent dick whenever I want it, like, you know, 24/7, that's cool. But it also was kind of tiring too, feeling like you gotta have sex all the time. So it's cool to get a break from that. But at the same time, I don't know. The first 2 months was kind of like I was just working a lot and I was going through a lot. And like, yeah, you know, I might have talked to like somebody here and there, but like I said, I've been on my celibacy journey, so it wasn't gonna turn into anything like what they wanted. And when I like voiced that to this person, like they stopped fucking with me, and I'm really not sad about that either because it wasn't that much of a loss. I'm gonna just say that. I'll get into a story time about that another time, but it wasn't that much of a loss. And I'm okay with that. Like that's literally why I told him, because I knew for a fact that it would make him stop talking to me. Because the conversation had got boring. I didn't want to keep talking. I'm like, well, yeah, I know you just want to fuck me, and I'm not really with it. So, you know, we can just dead it right here. That's basically exactly what I said. I was like, we can just dead this shit right here. And so that's what we decided to do, or he decided to do. I don't give a fuck. I told him we can still be friends, and that's the thing with men is like, they sometimes can't just be friends with women. Like, you feel like you have to fuck or objectify women, and that's exactly why I'm on this journey. So let me get back to it. And so I was just working a lot and, you know, doing my thing and not really having to focus on, like, my traumas or my breakup or anything like that. I mean, yes, I had all the time in the world to focus on it, but I didn't at the same time. Like, I had to get the fuck up and go to work. I couldn't just be sad, sitting around and crying and shit. And so, I was chilling with somebody that I've been very close with for a while last night. And, I don't know, I just started getting, like, you know, horny. But it wasn't even like them. It was just like, I feel like it was just like these spirits, like these demons on me, because I've been thinking about it a lot, because it's this person I've been having on my mind that I've been really trying to get to know. But me and the nigga kind of got a little bit of history. And yeah, anyways, we'll get into that another time too, because that goes deeper. But yeah, and I've been thinking about him a lot, and it's been making me, you know, horny on a regular, because that motherfucker is fine. But I don't want it to just be about sex, and that's why I've been trying to change my thought process. So, like, last night I'm chilling with this person, and, like, I'm just starting to get sexually aroused a little bit. And it's not the type of person that I'm not even sexually attracted to that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, never have been, never will be. And so that's how I knew it wasn't of me. You know what I'm saying? Or what else, something I'm supposed to be doing. And it just felt like, you know, like I just prayed to God and I was like, please just like let something come up to like block it. And something did end up coming to block situation, and I was really thankful for that. Like at first I was kind of irritated, but I realized that was not of me. Like I was saying, like it wasn't me, because I had just prayed to God to block it. And then when it got blocked, I was kind of getting frustrated. But then I got thankful towards the end, because I'm like, thank you for like sending that block. I really needed it, because I would have did some shit that I really regretted, and I would have felt really wrong about it, because one, although I am over or mostly over my relationship, like, it's still a lot of grief there and a lot of things that I haven't dealt with all the way, and like a lot of things I need to like take time to process and really like get out and like cry about, and things I just suppressed over the years of like being in that relationship and just having to like keep going and keep going. And I feel like I definitely need to process those things before I try to talk to somebody else. And that's why, like, even with the person I said I've been having on my mind, like, yeah, I've been trying to talk to them, but not like that, if that makes sense. Like, I just been wanting to like build a friendship with somebody, you know. I feel like the best way to be with somebody is to be friends first. And so like I was trying to build a relationship, or you know, like a friendship, and I don't know, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't, I guess we'll see. But yeah, and so I'm thankful because if I would have kept going with my worldly options and decisions and thoughts, I probably would have did something I regretted, and it probably would have damaged the relationship I had between me and that person, because like I said, we've been close for a while. Like, this is somebody I hold dear and near and dear. And I don't know, it was like I don't know, I would have just been letting myself down when I think about it. Like, the next day it would have been bad when I would have woke up, and I would have felt bad because I've done something like that before. Like, my ex before this one, I wouldn't even really call him an ex because it was more so like a situation with that nigga. But we was together, we was like, you know, interacting with each other for a while. It was like 6 months maybe, so I guess we can call it a relationship. But after I broke up with him, like, you know, they say the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else. So I did, but it just made me feel like shit, like, because I still like really had a lot of feelings for that person. And I just felt so bad, and I felt like I betrayed them and shit like that. And I don't want to do that again. Like, I've done that probably twice. Just old relationships, though. Like, before the age of 20 type relationships, you know? So, like, real childish, immature shit. Like, this shit you're supposed to think you're supposed to be doing in high school, but that's not really what you're supposed to be doing. Really, I wish I would have kept my virginity. Like, one of my best friends, she kept her virginity for a while. And I always, like, coveted her on that shit, and always like big her up on that, because I'm like, girl, it's really not worth it. Like, it's really not. I mean, don't get me wrong, sex feels amazing. It's amazing. It's not like it's not, but it's not worth the drama that comes with it when you're not sexually prepared, basically, you know what I'm saying? Or like emotionally prepared. That's what I'll say. It's not like that, because you'll fuck up your whole well-being and shit doing that. That's what I did. Like, I don't know, I used to just think, I mean, I know I'm pretty, you know what I'm saying, but niggas go for the pretty girls, yes, but they also dog the pretty girls, you know what I'm saying? My ex-girlfriends have dogged me out. My old niggas have dogged me out, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of motherfuckers have dogged me out. And they be like, oh, but you're so beautiful, and you're just so amazing, and this and that. And it's like, well, what the fuck then? If I'm so beautiful and I'm so fucking amazing, then why do y'all keep fucking hurting my feelings? Why do you keep cheating on me with bitches who don't look as great as me? Or, you know what I'm saying, don't look, or, you know, I wouldn't even say that, because everybody's pretty to somebody in their own way. So I'm not even gonna try to down nobody. But it's just like, nah, you know, I know I'm pressured. But then it'd be like, what I had to realize now, and what I'm realizing after this relationship, especially because I spent so long in this relationship, and I'm like I've grown up in it. It's like, it's not me, it's them. Like, motherfuckers sometimes just don't be adequate enough to match what you have going on with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can be intimidating to deal with a woman who's as beautiful as I am, who's as put together as I am, who's as sophisticated and knowledgeable as I am. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even mean to make that sound like a fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? How do I say I'm so knowledgeable? I don't mean to make that sound like a diss or nothing like that, but, or like I'm just like bigging myself up more. I am. But it's like, it's real shit. Like, I know what I bring to the table in relationships, and a lot of men and a lot of women who I've dated have not measured up to that. You know what I'm saying? And they go to these people to feel better about themselves, and that's where I feel like they should be then, if you ask me. If I'm too much for you, let me know. I'll slow down real quick. I mean, it hurts my feelings, but I'm quick to leave a motherfucker alone. Getting out of my relationship, this relationship was the hardest thing I've ever done. One of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. Sorry, I think I'm kind of getting sick, low-key. And it's just like, the fact that I've pulled myself from that and, I don't know, brought myself back up to this point where I can think this highly of myself again. You know what I'm saying? And where I can feel this pretty in myself or this beautiful in what I got going on. Shit, I'm okay with that. Like, because I went through a lot. I've been through a lot in relationships. And I feel like that's really why, like, the celibacy is a good thing for me. Because I'm not trying to fuck to form connections anymore. You know, that's what I used to do. I used to think that, like I was saying, which I keep getting off track. I just be rambling. I need to start writing these shits down. But it just be thoughts that come in my head that I need to get out. So, sorry. But, yeah. And it just be like, you know, I feel like, yeah, I'm pretty, but I gotta do more to keep him. Like, my knowledge and my mental stability and my brain isn't enough. And that should be enough. To the right motherfucker, that should be enough. Like, you should want to fuck my mind before you even want to touch any part of my body. You should just, I don't know. I guess it's just me, and maybe it's because of my ideals of love or whatever, or even just, like, being just a hopeless romantic. Like, I don't know. I want somebody to just fall in love with me for me. Like, not what I have to offer you, not what I can give you, not what I have in my pocket or my pants, you know what I'm saying? Or my hands. Like, because that's what I'm looking for. I mean, yeah, I give them my body first, but it's like because I already see the potential in them that I want. But seeing potential in people is what got me fucked up. And that's where I go wrong at. Because having potential is good, but you need to actually be doing something with that potential. You can't just be sitting on your ass. And you can't just be fucking waiting for somebody to come save you. And that's what I was doing for a long time. And I had to realize that I was getting in relationships that was mirroring how I felt about myself. Because I'm sitting here waiting for these niggas to save me and help build me up when I need to be building myself up. And then while they're building themselves up, we can work together to build each other. And that's where I was going wrong at. I'm like, oh, you need to help build me so I can help build you and we can build. No, fuck that. You need to come build or building so we can build or build, you know, more on top of that. Like, that's where I'm at with it. I'm imagining my old prayer that I used to have was I wanted a man, or at the time probably like a boyfriend, because I wasn't a grown woman yet. I was 19 when I said this prayer, so 18, 19. But I said I wanted a boyfriend or a man who, you know what I'm saying, had money or was like working. I always want a nigga with a job. That's one thing. I always want a nigga with a job because I'm a woman with a job. Like, you know, and I used to like, you know, them hustlers back in the day. So I'm like, you know, they can do whatever they do on the side, but they need to have like a job. They need to have a car, or if they don't have a car, they're working towards getting one. Or if they don't have a car, they need to have gas money so they can pay me and I'll just take them where they need to go. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the mindset I used to have. Now I want a man, a grown-ass, hard-working man who goes to work and he comes home. I mean, even if he don't always come home, like, one who communicates. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to come straight home from work and shit like that. Like, I don't want to be that woman no more where I feel like my man shouldn't have freedom. You can have freedom, but you need to communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a man who can, like, help me financially. You know what I'm saying? And I can help him financially. Like, we help each other. I don't want the burden to just be one-sided all the time. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or things to be one-sided all the time. Like, if I'm going to work and you chilling at home, clean up some shit. You know? Like, it's just, I don't know. I just want a grown man who's going to love and appreciate me for me. And who's going to take care of me because he appreciates me. If that makes sense. Like, I want to get the same love that I've been given to people. Like, that's really what I want. I want somebody who sees my small feelings and makes big gestures out of it. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody who see me looking at something in the store and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna buy it because, you know, maybe I don't need to spend the money right now or something like that, and they see how much I like it and they buy it for me. Just little small things like that. Somebody who actually knows what I like to fucking eat. Like, or knows my order or can get my shit right. Like, it's just little things like that, just like consideration. I just want a considerate man. Like, I just want somebody who's as considerate as I am, because I'm a very loving person, and I know how I am in relationships, and I know what type of love I give to somebody. And while right now I'm not working towards a relationship, at least in my friendship with this person, whoever I'm supposed to be with, I feel that. I feel all those things that I need, and it can help further advance our relationship. Like, that's what I want. Like, I want it to start out as a friendship. Like, I don't want it to be something that's just like based off instant sexual attraction or anything like that. Like, I don't know. I just want something different than what I've been doing.